for about an hour, maybe less. I don't have much for you today. But anyway, go ahead and give me a call at 855-434-8787 throughout your day if you want some help. Show up at the door, call first, make sure I'm available. 855-434-8787. Just your local IT guy offering help. Got a couple house calls to do, so I can't really offer much here at the desk, but I figured I'd make a showing at around 10 a.m. So I encourage anyone to show up. If you want to call me at around this time, I'll give you a free phone call during that time, 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. 855-434-8787. Show up in the YouTube chat. If you don't feel like jumping on the phone, say hi also. On Facebook, it's South Bay Tech Gurus. All right, let's see here. Do I have anything to offer before I gotta go do a quick house call. I'll come back. I might have something else to offer. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, that notification was me live. Anyway, let's see here. Yes, it's been a bit. Yesterday, I had an all-day house call. That was frustrating. Lots of discovery. Lots of figuring out what's going on. That's a lot of the work. Let's see here. What do I have to offer right now? All right. Well, I'm going to take off. I might have something else to offer later today. Yeah, I've got all my dirty work done. I got one customer that's left me this computer here. I opened up his machine, and the hard drive was bad. Someone broke the SATA connection, so I can't get data off of his old machine. I sure hope that doesn't become a difficult conversation. The last thing I need is a customer giving me grief, thinking I broke the drive. But anyway, show up here, South Bay Tech Gurus YouTube page, 855-434-8787. All right, I'm going to take off. I will be back maybe later today, maybe not. All right, let's see here. Do I have any? Let's see here. All right. Let's see if Lou is available here. Let me just. No, I don't need to do a face call. Just phone. There we are.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. I was just about to call you.
Cool. When did you think you might want to head over? I'm going to go run a personal errand and then come back, but I'll wait for you if you're just shortly down the road.
Well, when would you be back? Would 11:15 be okay?
I'm driving over to the east side of Gardena. It's probably at least a half hour each direction. So, you can tell me as you head over. I'll give you an ETA.
I think I'll just come now.
All right, I'm here now. I'll wait for you. What's your ETA?
Take 8 or 10 minutes.
All right, I'm here. Got it.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. Well, there you go. That's the nature of the beast. I work alone. Can't be in two places at once. Let's see. How are you, everyone? God, I love these emails. They're so automated. Technical support specialist. You got employers or contractors trying to get me to bite, and it's obviously it's obvious they used a form to fill out these emails. We have an excellent opportunity with Tech Manindra. Super urgent requirements, immediate interview on this. Well, if it's super emergency, why don't you pick up the phone and call me instead of blasting 5,000 IT professionals? Am I that special? Nah, probably not. Start date, immediate. Interview mode, video. Technical support specialist for iOS. Location in Culver City. On-site day 1. Must have skills in iOS. Must be able to work in teams. Mac OS X. Basic problem solving skills. Problem management. Dude, someone copied and pasted this together. Hack. Oh, and of course, the contract manager is over in New Jersey. Lovely. All right, so there you go. Yeah, that's why I left the IT industry as a temp. There's no security in being moved around every few months. Anyway, that's how I got into my own thing. Let's see here. I am waiting for Lou to show up. Let's see if I can ramble for another 5 or 10 minutes until he shows up. All right, what's going on? Give me that phone call, 855-434-8787. I'll give you a free phone call. Yes. Let's see. How are you? Alrighty. 855-434-8787. What is going on? Let's see what's in the news. I'll try not to read too much. I've learned the hard way that I'm just too dyslexic to read in an entertaining way. Let's see what's on the news tab, on the tech tab here. Lovely, yeah. Apple AirTags are being used to stalk and harass. Lovely. 1/3 of the 150 police reports obtained by Motherboard showed women who were being watched by abusive men on their lives. Yeah, lovely. AirTags, Apple's tiny, inexpensive device for keeping track of your stuff, seems like an innocuous gadget if you're prone to losing your keys. But security experts have been sounding the alarm about the trackers, which use the Bluetooth receivers on the Apple devices to locate the AirTag's position on the map, as a potentially powerful tool for stalkers. Yeah, there's a lot of other GPS devices out there, but that I think is one of the more popular, in part because they're so cheap and they're so small. I have a bunch of the tiles, which are not quite as effective just because it has a smaller user base, but they were first. Yeah, you can put them on your keys, keychains, in your purse, on your vehicles. Not the best use for that because it's not as up to date as a vehicle is capable of moving at a very fast rate. And those GPS devices, they don't call home that often enough to watch a live feed of a vehicle traveling. So let's see here. Women are being stalked by ex-partners using AirTags hidden in cars or elsewhere to follow them around on their daily routines. Many of these cases involved abusers showing up at their work, home, or social events, and with histories of past violence against their targets. The AirTag led the stalkers right to them. I sat down with Motherboard editor-in-chief Jason Kobler to talk about what's inside these reports, what privacy experts are saying about the problem, and why stalking harassment gets less attention in the security world than other hacks. Got it. My dyslexia was screwing with me right now. We're recording Cyber Live on Twitch. Watch during our week. Follow us. Oh gosh, I'm trying to read and I got a stupid app. Oh, let's just do that. There we go. Okay, get alerts, go live. We take questions from the audience. Oh, was that the whole article? Yeah, I guess that was it. That was it. All right. Anyway, so yeah, it's great to have those little $30 devices if you're trying to track your stuff. But there are devices you can buy to figure out if you've got radio transmissions emanating from your vehicle or your bags. So if you Google it, you can find plenty of devices. Unfortunately, it means you're going to have to spend some money on hardware that's capable of detecting radio signals. But yes, it is possible. Yeah, that's the nature of the evil. All technology has always been and always will be weaponized. Let's see what else is here. Anker's biggest battery pack ever is a 43-pound power station with impressive specs. Lovely. Oh, you know what? That's right. Let me take that article and share it to the YouTube chat. Let me do that. Copy URL. I gotta check my audio anyway. Do. Good, my audio's good. All right, there we go. Okay, go back. Where's that other article I found interesting? Yes, Ankel's biggest battery pack ever is a 43-pound power station with impressive specs. Yes, it's a big old monster here. When the power goes out and you're visiting the great outdoors with gadgets in tow, you might carry a portable power station. The Anker might have just released the most advanced one yet. The new $1,400 Anker 757 powerhouse offers 1,500 watts of power and 1,229 watts of capacity from a lithium iron phosphate battery, which it promises is faster to charge, longer lasting, and might even be safer than the lithium ion battery packs you'll typically find on the market. Okay, apparently LiFePO4 batteries aren't anything new in the battery space. You'll find them in some electric cars because they don't need to be replaced as often and because they don't turn into a raging inferno when hundreds of thousands of them are badly damaged in the accident. Don't turn into a raging inferno when hundreds of thousands of them are badly damaged in an incident. Yeah, they're adding links and changing the colors of the text. It's screwing up my ability to read. The downside is weight. Most consumer electronics don't use them because they're far heavier than lithium ion at the same capacity. The Anker 757 powerhouse weighs 43.8 pounds, nearly twice as much as a 1,000-watt Jackery power station, but with only around 20% more capacity. Jackery has a 1,500-watt power station that weighs less too. So, newer, higher-end technology is actually heavier. Lovely. All right. That's pretty much... Oh, we got more article down here. These ads are everywhere. We're starting to see some big beefy power stations embrace LiFePO4 for the benefits including upwards of 3,000 battery charge cycles and the ability to charge at up to 80% in just an hour off the wall. Things Anker's 757, the Bluety AC200P, and the crowdfunded SciTech I, there we go, ST2000 all boast. Mind you, the rival products are even larger and heavier and most powerful, 2,000 watts of power and 2,000 watt-hour of capacity. And the Blue Yeti, is that how you say it? I don't know. Appears to have more outputs as well, including six 3-prong AC outlets and a pair of wireless charging pads on top to rest your phone. Of course, that's only going to work if you don't have a big old garish case wrapped around it. But Ankers can't deliver a full 100 watts of USB-C power charging to a powerful laptop. The others top out at 60 watts, which the Anker has too, as well as three 3-prong outlets, 3 2-prong outlets, 4 USB-A ports, which is the USB we've had for 20 plus years, 12 watt, and 4 USB-A ports at 12 watts each, and a car lighter socket port. There we go. $1,400 for a battery generator. Yeah, they're calling them generators. Anker suggests the battery may be faster to charge from the sun than most, too. It's able to get 80% in just 3.6 hours. Yeah, what temperature is that? Because on a hot day, it's not going to charge as fast. A lot of people don't talk about that. But just because it's sunny doesn't mean it's going to be faster, because if you're in the baking sun, that heat is going to slow that charge. A cold, brisk day, but it's sunny, that's actually a more effective day. Let's see, where was I? I got excited about noticing that. Battery can technically charge in under 3 hours from 700 watts worth of panels, assuming it's not a hot day. And SciTech Eye says its battery takes 9 hours to fully charge from a set of 500 watt panels. Though both allow you to combine solar and plug in if you need power faster. Yeah, that's a technical spec that they don't talk about. Blazing sun at the equator is the most efficient. But if that blazing sun is giving you 90 plus degree temperatures, I don't know what the math is, but it's less effective than if it's cold out. So, between where you are compared to the equator and what temperature it is outside, I'm wondering what they're basing, where on the planet they are, and at what temperature they're getting those numbers. That's something to consider if you're really serious about how long it takes to charge something. I mean, most people aren't that much of a hurry to charge something, but it is something to think about. Other notable differences is that the Anchor is offering a 5-year warranty. Oh, well, that's impressive. A 5-year warranty on any IT device? That's unusual. Okay, so you are basically, it's one of those premium devices where you're paying the premium for the warranty, basically. The other notable difference is that the Anchor is offering a 5-year warranty on its battery, quite a bit longer than the 2 years the other companies offer, and it claims the battery should still charge to up to 100% capacity, not the typical 80% after 300 charge cycles. And, did you start a sentence with the word and? Come on. And Anchor says if you leave it sitting for a year after a charge, it should still have 62% capacity remaining. Well, and it's got a nifty light bar, I guess. Might be useful if you're trying to plug things in when it's dark. Well, there we go. So yeah, those battery generators, as some of the companies are marketing them as, are very useful. And a 5-year warranty, I think that might be something to consider. That warranty might literally be worth paying for. So there we are. That's from The Verge. I'm going to copy this link and paste it in the YouTube chat. Give me a chat in the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat, or give me that phone call. 855-434-8787. I'm usually here at around 10 a.m. 3 days a week. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I use this time to kill. I'm not out doing other things. But as you've heard, I have something on the way over. He said he'd be here in about 10 minutes. So let's see about doing some more ramblings until he shows up. Let's see here. Do I have anything else to speak of? Let's see. Technical. There's a technical article that only a geek would care about. Let's see. I don't know if I have much to offer here. Let's see. Optimized battery charging keeps your phone's battery alive for longer. Here's how it works. How long is that article? Yeah, basically what they're telling you is don't plug the phone to full charge all the time. The phone is smart enough to figure out when it needs to charge. Do not leave your phone plugged in overnight. That's what that article says, basically. Yeah. Charge your phone in when it's convenient, not overnight. You'll shorten the overall lifespan of the battery. Don't need to read that article. But if you are interested, I suppose I can copy and paste that article anyway. Microsoft rolls out Windows 10 build 19044.1645 with search highlights. Twitter's being sued because their feelings are hurt because apparently they weren't able to sell stock in a particular timely manner. Like, come in! How are you? Hi. How are you? Come on in.
Good. I didn't want to scare you.
It's all right.
Okay, I've got to try to explain this in one
All right.
shot.
Yeah.
My wife's ex iPhone 5.
Yeah.
I've got one too.
Yeah.
I've got a iPod
Yeah.
Classic 5.
Sure.
I wanted to transfer all the music from that onto here.
Okay.
This doesn't have, she didn't want iTunes.
Right.
So we'd have to probably put iTunes on.
Right. So the classic, is that the one with no? It's not the touch, right?
Right. It's not touch.
Okay,
It's
so
a
yeah.
circle.
So to get music off of that, you'll need some sort of iTunes to plug in and put it on a hard drive.
It's got iTunes on it, I think.
Well, you got to plug the iPad, that version of the iPod, into a full computer.
Okay, do you have an iTunes you could transfer it on and then onto this?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. What I would probably recommend is once you get it into a computer. See what?
Once you get it onto this.
Right. Once you get it onto that, then you can pay for $25 a year for a Match account, and then it's always in the cloud forever, and it gets added to the catalog of Apple's history so that you can always listen to it on any future Apple device.
Okay.
It's $25 a year.
Okay.
And now all your music's in the cloud with
Okay,
Apple.
good. Okay, so should I get the classic to let you see it?
Yeah, let me just see it.
All
How
right.
old is it? It does function, right?
Yeah, it's perfectly
All right.
new.
Let me just see what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he might need me for that. That's pretty easy. All right. Hi.
You moved.
Well, what do you mean? Oh, wait. When's the last time you were here?
I was looking for the dungeon.
Oh.
I thought, where'd it go?
Ah.
I'm in the wrong place.
All right. So, show me what's up, or tell me what's up, first of all.
Well, let's open it up. I don't know
Well,
what
what
it
can you
is.
tell me basically
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, I've got the new browser, Microsoft Edge.
Yeah.
I don't care whether that or it could be Google.
Yeah.
I have all the apps that can change
Right.
except one.
Okay. Let me take care of him, and this will be a 2-minute fix. I'll hold it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Come on over.
Thank you. I just live across the street,
Cool.
so I can leave it with you if you
Got
want.
it. Okay. So, oh wow.
Here
Sweet.
it is. Nice.
Yeah.
And
So-
it sounds so good.
Okay.
Now I've got one of those docks on my Meridian, so I can play it in there.
Wow, this thing still holds a charge. Did you ever have the battery replaced on this thing?
I don't think so.
Wow, I'm just surprised because it's got the old plug that dates it, that tells me how old it is, basically.
Well, this guy, he does a mobile thing, and he came in and put a nice socket so I could play my iPhone 5 through it.
Right.
At one time, he had it hooked up with this one. This
Yeah.
was my car player,
Right. Yeah.
And it worked perfect.
Right. Yeah.
But I kind of wish I could go back to that again.
Okay.
So, but that's right now. It's got one cable.
You have a full computer, right?
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried doing what we're already speaking of and just plugging it into iTunes and having it sync with the computer? Because I'm not.
No, I don't think I ever set up. I don't know.
Because if you put iTunes on the computer, you can get it to sync music from this device.
Well, I have iTunes on that, and when
Yeah.
I plugged it in with
Yeah.
my
right.
that plugged to
Yeah.
a
Right.
USB,
Yeah.
it didn't show that it was a new hard drive, which is kind of weird for me.
Yeah. Okay. So you need iTunes. Are you telling me it didn't populate a drive letter?
It didn't.
Yeah,
No.
that's not how these iTunes.
And then I turned iTunes
Right.
on that computer, and it didn't like show phone. Hey,
Oh, right.
you
Yeah.
got a phone.
Okay, so you might need an older version of iTunes because it's an older device.
Okay.
Because the new iTunes is so sort of trying to cajole everyone into the streaming services.
Right.
They don't care, and they really want people to move on from their physical
Sure
collections.
they do. Yeah.
So we're probably going to have to find an older version of iTunes to communicate with this 10 or
Well, wait.
12-year-old.
What if you weren't to go with iTunes to play the songs,
There's
those
experiment.
songs here?
Yeah, okay, so there's like Winamp.
Yeah. Winamp would be fine.
Winamp used to have a support where you could plug an iPad into it, and it would
Right.
get recognized as a drag and drop utility.
So once we get these here, and we
Yeah.
know that they're here,
Right.
you're saying that you could put Winamp on there?
Well,
I could buy it?
you put Winamp for free on a full computer, and then it makes this thing a drag and drop device. And that way
'cause I don't care if
Yeah.
we had all the songs in there. I don't care if it's anything other
Right.
than just push play and shuffle.
Right, but my point is, if you plug this into a Winamp-equipped machine, that
Right.
becomes a drag and drop device. You drag
Right.
your music from this to the full computer,
Yeah.
and then from the full computer, using iTunes, you could sync up with that, or pay for a Match account and sync up all your physical music.
Do I have to have iTunes on here?
For a phone to function, for technically, yeah. iTunes might. I mean, sorry, Winamp might see a modern
That's
phone.
what I was wondering.
Right. Winamp might.
This isn't modern; it's a 5. But,
Right. Well, it's for all intents and purposes a smartphone that does everything.
Okay.
That's my point.
Right.
So assuming that works functionally spectacularly,
Yeah, it should.
then yeah.
The
But
reception's not good
you're-
for the phone.
You need a laptop to be the intermediary with a copy of iTunes. It sounds like you need both Winamp and iTunes. For Winamp for this old device, and then iTunes to grab the music for that. Well, technically, Winamp might be able to work with that also, but it's been so long since I've done this. I just know
Right.
that used to be a way to do things.
Okay, so you're saying there's nothing you really can do
I
here?
could probably do that for you, but it sounds like I'm just talking my
How
way
much
out
would
of
that be? And by the way, should
Yeah.
we put a battery in there?
If you can find, I know a guy who deals with phones. I don't know if this is a device he would support.
Could you check
Well-
check to see if the battery's got anything left in it?
Well, it looks like it's fully charged right now.
I think so.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about it.
And with this, didn't even care if it could hold a battery because I just wanted to use this in my car 100% of the
Right.
time.
I'm live on YouTube, by the way. Sorry. It's
Oh,
all right.
so-
I just give away free conversation.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
So basically, yes, I could do it. I'm thinking it's going to take an hour or so. You got
Okay.
about 20,000 songs.
Yeah.
I'd have to experiment. That's the thing. I don't even know if Winamp has still got that feature because it was a feature introduced decades ago.
Okay.
iTunes been around since the late 90s. I'm sorry, Winamp has been around since the late 90s. Do you want? I mean, I could probably charge you an hour for $100.
Could you also put it on some kind of a thumb drive or something big
Yeah.
enough
Well,
to
why don't we do this? Can you bring me? Is your computer a laptop or a desktop?
It's a laptop.
Okay, then it would be easy for me to just do this. It would save time if I just did this on your computer.
On my older computer.
Yes, whichever computer you want.
So if I got that and you're on, you can get on.
Yes. We can
There's-
install Winamp,
Okay.
see about dragging files off of
Okay.
this 10 or 12-year-old iPod,
Yeah.
put it on the drive, and then using iTunes or Winamp, put it on the phone. And then pay
Okay.
for a $25 match account with Apple, and then it's always in the cloud. And you pay that every year, but it has everything. It'll basically take all your physical music and make it part of your cloud collection for iTunes.
I'm getting a little bit lost there, but
It's
yeah.
all right. No,
okay.
so basically it takes your physical music
Yeah.
and go to any random device in the future and pull down the same physical music
It's there all
from
the
out-
time.
that's what
for
you're paying.
another device to load it.
for the $25 every year.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the subscription I more recommend than the $9.99 every month that they're trying to cajole you
absolutely.
into. That's why the latest version of iTunes doesn't see this.
Yeah.
This.
And the only thing I wanted this was for to sit it in the armrest of my car,
Right.
and always turn on when I could turn the car on,
Right.
and just rotate songs.
Yeah. I mean, technically you could do that with this, but because that's what we would
That's
do.
what I had the right plug
Right,
for it.
right.
Do you have one of these?
This is a vintage cable.
Yeah,
This is the old wide pin iPhone
Yeah.
cable. That's why I'm just kind of fascinated by the fact that this thing still 100% functions. And that's why I asked if anyone had ever
When I
replaced the
plugged it
battery
in,
on it.
when I plugged it in, it
Here, I
didn't.
don't want to drop it. Yeah.
It didn't come up.
Right. So
Like
the new
this one worked perfect, and I just unplugged that, put the new cord in that matches this.
They probably removed the driver for a 12-year-old. Hey, Brian, do you know what we're speaking of? Have you caught the gist? We don't know if the Winamp has a driver. iTunes, the modern version of iTunes probably no longer supports 12-year-old hardware.
That could be.
That's
'Cause
why
when I
it-
plugged it in, it didn't see it.
Right. So
As
what
a
I'm
drive.
so try to download a Winamp installation.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind doing it.
Try to get that and see if it takes it.
Yeah, Winamp. You might have to install an extra driver for Winamp to do that drag and drop feature. I think I vaguely remember doing that because that was a feature that made sense 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still a function.
Then I could actually put it onto my
Yes.
external drive.
Yeah.
And have it safe there too.
Yes.
Because I don't think there's enough room
Got
on
it.
my older.
Oh, so it's that old? Is your
MacBook Pro.
And your MacBook Pro the same age as that thing?
No, it's probably 10 years old though.
All right. Well, that's an older device. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Yeah, you can either bring me the laptop and I can do it, or you can just Winamp on an Apple. Yeah. You know what? I think there was a version of Winamp.
I think
for it.
I should bring the Mac,
Okay.
the Mac
It's
or
a
the
Mac. Okay.
MacBook Pro.
Okay, I have to even look if the Winamp is available on the Apple. That's what I'm thinking. So I might just have to use a Windows PC to do this.
Do you want to try it or no?
I could try it. Yeah.
Okay. Should I go get it, or do you want to just Google to see if it's got what you're saying?
I'm gonna have to experiment. Why don't you leave me with the iPod?
Okay.
I'm gonna need the cable because I don't think I have any of those wide plugs
Okay,
anyway.
hold that.
Yeah. Hey Brian, have you heard our conversation? He wants to get his music off his 20-year-old or 15-year-old iPod. Almost done with him.
Oh,
Sorry.
it was going away.
Nah, he's gonna bring me a cable.
Oh, okay.
He wants to get his music off this 10 or 15-year-old iPod. Ferrari F80 edition, 160 gig. It's an iPod. All it does is music.
10 years.
Yeah. Anything in the IT industry 10 years old is old, but it still functions. That's why I was asking him if he had ever replaced the battery on that thing.
Yeah.
He's going to leave me a cable so I can experiment and see if I can get music off of it.
Sorry.
No problem. Oh,
We all have our little techie problems. Good thing he's here. We need him.
Yeah. Yes.
okay.
Okay. There's
I just want the cable.
the cable.
Yeah.
Now
Do you have it like a USB hard drive? You said you might use because your laptop actually might not have the storage.
Yes.
Well, do you have that here?
No.
Okay. Why don't you bring that to me later,
Okay.
or put it in the mailbox if I'm not here, with a little sticky on it. So
Yeah.
I know. Well, I mean, I'm not telling anyone else to do that, but yeah, bring
the one
that.
I've got is actually
One of
pretty
those big
yeah,
ones. All right.
like
well,
5 terabyte or something.
Okay. Well, I guess I suppose I could just plug this into
I
a
could
Windows.
call you if you're
Yeah.
here. I could just hand it to you.
When I install Winamp, let me see how this thing behaves.
Okay.
And then
Do
I'll
you want
call
my number,
Yes,
or should I take your card?
Yes. No, I'm going to give you my number.
Good.
Let me see here. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I said your number. I'm gonna take your number.
All right.
In fact, we're gonna label your hardware here.
Like my kids say, yeah, microfocus.
Right. Yeah, I get distracted easily.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm gonna label this.
Oh, perfect.
So here we go.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a pen.
And I've got the case for it too.
Right.
Okay.
You must have used that thing a lot.
In one place
Right. I'm looking
for the whole time.
Yeah. Let's see here. What did I do with my pen? Pen and paper. Let's see. Here we go.
Okay.
Name and number.
Hold on. Stroke victim.
Oh, me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born that way. I only get about 10% out of my right side.
You should try writing music on it after a stroke. But actually, after a while, it was.
I get about 10%
Yeah?
out of my right side. Yeah. I do
Okay,
most
Bruce?
everything. Yes. Is that not working? Here.
Um,
Run it along the cardboard. Get the wheel, the ball rolling. Yeah, there you go. There. Phone number is most important. People abandon their stuff sometimes, so I just need to. If someone calls me literally a year later, do you still have this? Sometimes that happens.
does that say 2672?
Well, now that you've said it, I know what it says.
Yeah.
310-612. Got it.
2672?
Yeah, got it. All right.
Okay.
So I'll play with that later today and see how it behaves when I plug it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't need anything. Did I give you that cable?
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure if that's a special wired cable.
Well, that's the way they are. Yes.
Okay.
That's why this cable has been.
So that should have worked in my car if it was going to work.
Well, I don't know about your car.
Because it works with the iPhone 5 perfectly.
Oh, right. Yeah, your car stereo
And I've
probably
got a
doesn't know what
regular
this is.
cable for that. You know,
Yeah.
that.
Your stereo is probably so modern that it doesn't have the driver for this hardware.
At one time it did. The guy said, which
Oh.
one do you want to listen to? And
Weird.
I said,
Well, I'd
This
have
one.
to see. Do you have a stock
Yeah.
stereo in there?
no, well, you can look.
Is it a USB? What kind of connection
It's
is
a
it?
USB.
Yeah. So, how old is the car?
It's 2004, but the guy came in with mods, knowing mods.
Really? Okay. Yeah. 2004 we should know what this is. If it's a stock
Yeah,
setup.
it didn't take it.
Weird. Well, maybe the cable's failing. It doesn't look like a stock cable. It's
Yeah.
like an aftermarket cable. So I'll play with it.
All right.
Well, let me play with it
Yeah,
and see how
because
it
worst
behaves.
case scenario, if
Yeah.
I could make that cable work,
Right. Well, you might
that
have a
would
bad
just
cable.
be that would be my new player.
You might have a bad cable.
Okay.
So we'll play with it. I don't. Obviously, I don't think
Could we
I
take
have.
another cable and use
Yes.
that end?
Well, no, you can't like splice it if that's what you're talking
Right.
about. No,
Okay.
that's too sophisticated of a cable.
Okay.
So, if worst case scenario, you might just end up buying a new cable. Because if this plugs into a machine,
Yeah.
you got time for me to handle him real quick and then wait
Sure.
for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
be
cool.
outside.
All right.
You're next.
All right.
I'll just
Look.
hang out here.
All right. Yeah. Because I think we might be able to accomplish something while you're still here.
Will you hand him that?
All right, Lou. You want to log in for me? Is there a password here?
2090.
All right. Hold on. 2090. Okay. So you want your web addresses to open up in another browser?
I want this one
Yeah.
to be in Microsoft or
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right. Cool. I'm sorry. You want what?
this one. It doesn't have a new browser.
Which browser do you want that shortcut to open
Well,
in?
this is all Microsoft Edge, so,
So is that not what you want? You want it in Chrome instead?
I don't care. What,
Okay.
what do you think is better?
Well, it's opening up in Edge right now. That's a personal preference. I use
Sure.
Chrome. It looks like everything on the computer is set up to open it up in Edge.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, what is it we need to change?
Well, it has. It's telling me frequently
Mm-hmm.
you haven't changed your browser, and therefore you're limited in your manipulation
Oh,
of the information.
You know what? Their feelings are hurt. Hold on, let me see. So let's just. I mean, is there a technical reason why you have Chrome on here?
Yes, someone tried to put it on there once,
Do
and
you need Chrome?
I can make them all Chrome as far as I'm concerned,
Right. Okay.
or just Fidelity.
All right. Let's just do this. Switch it. Let's use Chrome. That's my personal favorite.
Right, sure.
So, oh good, they got smart. They fixed it. I don't have to go into the details to change everything. So now, yeah, there. Now everything will open up in Chrome. Even though the icon is different. There, now it's opening up in Chrome. Yeah. Alright. So now it opens up in Chrome.
So,
That's personal preference. It's like two different cars that are.
oh no, I have asked. I've talked to a Fidelity tech guy.
Yeah.
He said he preferred Chrome, but
It's a personal preference.
and I said, fine.
Modern browsers are all very, very capable, and all of us have our own preference. I wouldn't recommend leaning on one over the other because you think one is inferior. That's more user preference.
I don't know enough about the two
Yeah.
to decide.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So do you think that?
Looks like you're up to date too. Good. Go ahead. Do
Yeah,
I think
did.
what?
I did that yesterday.
Good.
Do you think it is the browser for Fidelity is in fact?
Yeah, the icon looks different. You don't recognize it because all your other shortcuts populated with the Chrome icon or the Edge Chrome icon.
Yeah.
But this shortcut is not obvious, but it's opening up in Chrome. I just told the computer to open up all web shortcuts in Chrome.
Okay.
So,
I believe you
yeah.
when I try to open it.
So it's good to have two browsers because if one stops working properly, or if one website's not rendering properly, it's quite possible that someone made a small mistake, and you go to another browser and things are working. So that's why I would recommend always having a second browser, even if you only use Edge, which comes with Windows anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that's it, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I was just wondering why, with all the attempts to put Microsoft Edge onto Fidelity,
Right.
the Fidelity one didn't change.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the real problem. The fact is, when I open it and I start to manipulate the information on the investment stuff,
Right.
that it says we can't do that because you don't have the right browser. We don't have we don't support.
Well, you have a regular iPhone, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, no, I don't need it. Well, my point is, if you take a picture and text me what exactly is on the screen, that's the best way for you to articulate what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, rather than trying to verbally explain it. Not that you're not articulate. It's just easiest if I see exactly verbatim what's going on.
Yeah, but it's in their website that
Yeah.
once you open it, like I want to transfer some cash to my checking account.
Right.
Can't do that.
I have to see it
Okay.
because if I just literally looking at the screen is going to tell me a lot more than what you're articulating.
Okay.
So there. Now it's all going to open up in Chrome.
Okay.
Are all these favorites also in the browsers, or do you just
Yeah.
leave them right there?
I just leave.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you how to work.
They're
You
all
got many ways to do things, and I don't want to overwhelm you with options.
Good.
So, there. I see nothing else wrong with this machine. If you even diligently did all your updates, that's a good thing. So there we go.
By chance yesterday.
Well, I beat everyone up because oftentimes I'll turn a computer on and it's never been updated.
Well, I was just wondering whether those had anything to do with the inability to fully function in Fidelity. That's all.
Right,
And they didn't.
right.
So I will try it and look at several functions.
Yeah. So I think you're good.
I believe you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know it's overwhelming when you got options and you got 5 ways to do just about anything on a computer.
Well, I'm just trying to do, to me, one simple thing.
Right,
Change the browser on all of them.
right.
And it did, except for that.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because I followed the instructions and
Text me a picture with your phone.
if
That'll
there's-
show me what's
if there's
up.
something wrong.
Yes. Well, anytime you get a message, it's anything. If I see what's on there, I can see by how it was presented what's going on.
Okay. Do I owe you?
No, I'm not charging you for 30 seconds of flip a switch here, please.
Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Thanks. Got it. Cool. You're good.
Thanks so much.
No problem. Well, there we go. Hey, Joe. Yeah, I know. I like Winamp too. All right. Okay, where'd he go? Where's my other victim? Where'd he go? Oh, he said he'd read it right back. Ah, that guy. Yes. He said he was going to go back, be right back. He actually left. So how are you, Joe? Brian, how are you? My guy, he just said he was going to be right back. I didn't realize he was going to leave. I figured he was going to get coffee next door. Anyway, I'm going to take off since I now have spent my energy trying to offer everything I have to you. There we go. I may or may not be back later today. If you've never been here before, you've stumbled across the South Bay Tech Guru based in Manhattan Beach at 350 North Sepulveda. Give me a call at 855-434-8787. Show up in the YouTube or the Facebook chat at South Bay Tech Gurus. Give me that phone call at 855-434-8787. I may or may not be back later today. I will probably be back tomorrow at around 10-ish. If I'm not here on that schedule, 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, someone's paying me to be somewhere else. Joe, thank you for saying